What's up, you guys? It's your girl Mo Christine. On today's episode of Kicking It, we've got Trent out loud.
What's up?
We know you as Mr. Exclucity, but we want to know a little bit about Trent. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh my gosh, that's a loaded question.
I know.
How far? So I guess outside of Exclucity,
Yes.
Montreal born, Jamaican parents, first generation Canadian. I love football, sports. Before Exclucity, I don't love the word serial entrepreneur, but this is what people say nowadays.
I almost said that.
Well, I just something about it just seems like serial killer, serial something. I get what the point. I get the point of it. So I've been entrepreneurial all my life. Exclucity is for sure, obviously my biggest venture, but I've had 4 or 5 businesses before that. I'm working on some after it. So very entrepreneurial. I'm a funny guy. I like joking around all the time, cracking jokes, teasing people, and that's really about it, man. Did I say I love music?
No.
Oh, one of my first passions, even before sneakers or fashion, is music. I was the first time I moved up to Toronto was for I had a music management company.
Yes.
It was you read that in the book.
I read it.
Yeah, all right. Thank you for reading it. That's dope. Big music lover, reggae, hip hop, R&B. Don't ask me to choose one. It's like children. But yeah, that's me.
All right. Now, before we dive in, we would like a sneak peek.
All right.
Now, what do you have on today?
All right, Retro 4 OG.
And are those a favorite pair?
They're one of my favorites. I have a hard time picking favorites of anything, like I said, just about music. So, there's something I love about every retro, right? I love something about the 12s or something about the 11s that I love. I have a favorite within the numbers, but I wouldn't say 4s are my favorite, but, it's just look dope with my outfit.
Kick of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now, when did the love for kicks start for you?
The love for kicks, when I had the store, really. Always been very transparent about saying, like, I don't consider myself a sneakerhead. I also think it's because I think the term sneakerhead is too widely used. Like, to me, that's insulting for me to say that I'm a sneakerhead just because I love sneakers. Like, there's people out there that are like real sneakerheads that know everything about sneakers from 20 years ago to what's coming now or whatever. So I feel like, I love sneakers and I developed a lot through my business. But I'm not a sneakerhead.
Okay. Good to know.
Do you consider yourself a sneakerhead?
I consider myself a sneaker lover, and I have a love for the culture.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I mean, I don't have as many pairs as some people, and I may not know as much about the shoe, but I just love the culture and what sneakers do for me personally.
Exactly,
right?
for sure.
So what do sneakers do for you personally? Like, when you put on your 4s today, how do you feel?
Well, that's what I love about sneakers or about fashion. It's just a way to express yourself, right? Like, I feel like I'm expressing the mood that I'm in today, right? With my jeans or your Supreme or your kicks or whatever. And it's just, it's just a way to say something about you without even having to open your mouth. Like, that's what's amazing about fashion and style, right? So depends on my mood. Honestly, 90% of the time you'll catch me in white on white Air Force Ones. That's my favorite shoe of all time. It rocks perfectly with everything. Yep. You're having like a chill day in some tech fleece, or on your show coming over here. I could have wore white and white Air Force Ones and put it up on there just as proudly and be like, I'm rocking my kicks here today, right?
Yeah, those are classics.
Exactly.
Those will never die.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so you play a huge role in the sneaker culture up in the north, up here.
Yeah.
Especially coming with Exclucity.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to write about your entrepreneurial journey?
Well, I decided to write about my journey not because of sneakers and not because of Exclucity, but it was the catalyst. So that's, for me, like I said, my other ventures, never made it as big as Exclucity. So that's why I titled the book, How Sneakers Saved My Life. But as you know, the book, there you go, thank you for that plug. But as you know from reading it, like, the book is really not about sneakers. Really, it's about how, a delinquent kid, not doing well in school, getting kicked out, getting himself in trouble, trying to find my way. I just feel like there's a lot of, young entrepreneurs or young, like, adolescents that are kind of just a little bit lost or feel like, hey, I got myself in trouble, or you know, I might not be able to be entrepreneurial, I might not be able to have a job, or I might not be able to do things. So the book is to promote entrepreneurialism, and also to just, you know, let people know that, you know, you could, can I swear on your show? Let people know you can fuck up, right? Like I fucked up a lot as a kid. And I feel like there's not a lot of business books that talk about that. And especially, you know, in part 2, how sneakers ruined my life, I really dig, you know, deep down into, the trials and tribulations of entrepreneurship. So, you know, the catalyst is sneakers, because that's the thing that elevated me here. But it's really about, you know, my journey and my struggles along the way. And I wanted to share that with people who might be going through the same thing.
Yeah, I like that. You know what? I have to say, reading the book, I read both of them. It felt like I was sitting down, kicking it with you, and you were just talking about your experiences, your life, and how you were raised. Yeah. So you definitely opened up.
Yes.
You went into family, abuse, mental health, debt.
Yes.
Wins.
Yes.
Some losses.
A lot of losses, yes.
Criminal charges.
Yes.
What made you open up?
I don't want to have any regrets. I didn't want to print it and then, you know, talk about it later and be like, oh, I should have put this or I should have put that. And so that was for one thing. And also just to let people know, like, yo, it's okay that if you have a criminal record to, you know, go through life. The whole point of being arrested or getting a charge and, you know, going to jail is for rehabilitation and for you to, you know, realize your wrongs and become better. You know, and because of the charges I had, it made me a completely different person. And, you know, now somebody will come and say, hey, you want to do, and I'm like, hell no. You know what I mean? Like, I know not to do that. Where somebody, you know, might not have gone through those experiences. You might kind of like dabble into, you know, wrong things when you're older. So I wanted to just be like really open and really transparent. I thought it's important to let people know that, you know, you could fuck up, you know, and it'd be all right, you know. That's why I touched on mental health, you know, going to therapy. Like we just, you know, I was a little bit late today because you told me, hey, can we change around times? And I'm like, I got therapy from 11 to 12 and I can't miss that, you know, and I know that I'm not my best Trent when I'm not in therapy, you know, but the diagnosis that I've had and, you know, the issues, and I know now where my priorities are at, and I want to come on your show and I wanted to do more interviews and do more talks to, you know, let people know that these things are okay.
These things are okay. That's what I want to hit, because coming from, I have a Jamaican background as well. Our families may look at therapy as like, why do you need therapy?
Exactly.
So can you give advice to some people that maybe going through the same thing?
Yeah. Experiencing
the same kind of look from their parents, like, therapy, why do you need therapy?
Listen, like, both my books are dedicated to my mom. She's my biggest champion. Like, she's my everything. She still, till this day, doesn't believe that I am bipolar. I've been diagnosed by 2 separate psychologists and my own family doctor. She's like, I don't think you're bipolar. You don't look bipolar. You just have to take it with a grain of salt. Where they come from, therapy. I shouldn't say where they come from, but, you know, that generation so far back, like for them, they think of therapy as you have to be crazy, you know, or, you know, something has to look on your face, you know, like bipolar doesn't have a way to show up on your face. That's something that's inside. You can't see that, you know, people think that you're depressed and you must have a sad face. You know, I knew how to mask that when I was going through all my issues and my problems, right? Like I was drinking, I was partying, and people look like, you were depressed? You were like, I was like severely depressed. So it's shown in different faces, and that's why, you know, I want to put those things in the book, you know, and you got to just, you know, take what your parents or your grandparents say with a grain of salt. Know that it's, you know, a different generation, but also too, you know, you need to not be afraid to tell them. You know, I was afraid at first to tell my mom I was going to therapy. Now I'm like, I'm going to therapy. I'm going on these things. I'm talking about it. When I gave her the book, she's like, please don't put that in there, you know? And I'm like, Mom, it's okay. 20 years from now, we'll look back on this interview and look back at that and laugh. Like, this next generation coming up, it's like normal, you know? So I'm trying to normalize it.
I like it. I like it. And releasing this book with so much, you open up.
Yeah.
How did your family take that? You know, you mentioned some stuff with your dad. some girls and some friends and everything. So how did they take that?
So my dad hasn't said anything to me about the book, even once. I gave it to him before I had it printed. I said, "Hey, Dad, I'm talking about some stuff about our relationship and your mom's relationship. Is there anything that you'd want me to take out or change?" He just hasn't even answered me. But when we see each other, it's like, "Oh my gosh, how's it going?" Whatever, blah, blah. But like we talked about, that older generation, that like men can't be emotional or we can't have conversations. That's such bullshit. Like I'm very, very, very into like deep diving and having talks and having communications, and I understand that he's not like that, and that's fine. My sister, wasn't happy about some of the things I spoke about. Like I told you, my mom was like, "Don't say you have a criminal record. Don't say this stuff. Don't say you have, you go to therapy." So it was important for me to, walk them through it slowly, give them the copies, and just let them know, look, this is my life and these are my decisions. It's what I want to do. So I would recommend anybody to do that. Respect them.
Yes.
But,
yeah. Sure.
And I think the respectful thing was giving them the advanced copies and, talking through it and, being understanding to their, because it's their family too, right? Exactly. But, you just got to do what you got to do in life,
I like it. With that being said, you guys, go purchase the book on Amazon. 1 and 2, How Sneakers Saved My Life, How Sneakers Ruined My Life. Definitely a great read. With that being said, do you have any advice for the younger generation that look up to you, that want to start an entrepreneurial life or a journey?
Yes.
Some words of advice?
That is the purpose, like I said earlier, is I want to promote entrepreneurialism. I feel like still, like, remember back in the day, it was like, oh, you can only play sports or,
Have a doctor.
Something, like now it's a lot broader and it's a lot wider, but entrepreneurialism can give you such freedom, and it could just give you such control of your own destiny and who you are. Get the books. There's a lot of things that you could take or learn from it, but do your own thing, do your own path, and entrepreneurialism for me was the thing that changed my life. So I just want to promote that as much as I can.
Okay, with that being said, I have a little activity for us to
Oh boy,
do.
Nervous.
No. It's actually fun, and it kind of gives the viewers an incentive to go get the book.
Okay.
Fair.
So I think I know what's going on. Okay, go.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a picture of something that symbolizes something from the book.
Okay.
And I want you to talk about it. You can give me like 2 to 3 sentences. We don't want to give it all away.
Okay.
Because we want our viewers to
get
the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, Peaches.
Yes.
Peaches is pretty much like my first COO. Like back in the day, like going to New York, long tees, do-rags. She didn't have that exact title at that time because we weren't an official company. But she's the first, main employee that, really helped me take Exclucity to the next level.
Okay.
Shout out to Peaches.
Peaches.
Rockaware boat shoe. This is how do I say this in 3 sentences? So I was selling long tees and do-rags, and we were an apparel store, and we had a Rockaware account, and they said, "Hey, do you want to do a boat shoe?" And I was like, "Man, I don't want to get into shoes. I want to get into sneakers." So it wasn't this one, but it was actually, I got a good picture. Yeah, it was very close. It was a black one and a white one. Anyway, so that was our first shoe. That's my first shoe I sold at Exclucity ever, and I was like, "Yo!" And they sold out right away, and I was like, "I want to get into shoes." Nike said no, and Adidas said no. All these people said no, and then we started with Supra. But first shoe we ever sold.
Okay.
Very cool. I like this game. Oh, out the trunk of my car.
That's you.
This is before. Let me see me.
Well, I mean, I tried.
Yeah, it looks like a Waldo. This is how, before I had any sort of retail store, any brick and mortar location, I was selling long tees and do-rags out the trunk of my car, buying them for $3 and selling them for $20.
Safe to say he's a hustler.
Yo.
Okay.
Wow. So we touched on this. Like you said, I had a kind of not dysfunction. I had a tough relationship with my father. I moved out pretty early in LaSalle, and I started getting in trouble, getting arrested. But like I told you earlier, it was one of the best things that happened to me, and it made me realize how how going down those paths are not worth it. So
made you who you are today.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, now we're in.
Oh boy, here we go.
Book 2.
I really like this game.
2.
This is smart. This is clever. Yeah, so this is what Mo was talking about earlier. These are the downs and these are the losses. 2018, I lost $2.23 million in 1 year. Yeah. This is what got me into therapy. This is what got me into like, hey, I'm like literally going down a downward spiral. And that was one of the toughest years of my life. Yeah.
All right.
I wanted you to talk about this. Okay. So, in the book, I talk about how I chose to deal with my anxiety and my depression and my losses. And for me, it was partying, dating, and drinking. And like I say, like I lost myself in trying to get lost. And just going out and dating and talking and meeting people. I thought at that time it was healthy for me, and then I realized after that it wasn't, because you can't just fill yourself up with emptiness, So I woke up in the morning kind of feeling worse than I did the night before, so it really wasn't helpful to me.
We have another one? Okay, I think this is the last one. This is pretty big. It's pretty big.
I really hope people who are into sneakers pick up the book and read that part of it. I don't feel like there's many books out there that talk about the behind the scenes. Did you learn something about it?
I did. You gave us. You told us. You told us definitely. Don't tell them.
Yeah. Okay. I won't tell them. Pick it up.
Yeah.
But I really deep dive into like it's almost like going to like Harvey's and like you get your hamburger and like you get to see how they're making your hamburger. Like I'm trying to show you what goes on to getting a sneaker on the shelf. And the Adidas and Nike war that they had amongst themselves, fighting for position, ultimately caused a lot of stores, not just mine, a lot of stores to have severe losses and have to go through a lot of pivotal changes. And unfortunately, they look at us as a number. It's not like, wow, this will affect Trent and this may be putting him into a depression and this. They don't care about that shit. They should. I think they should, but they don't. I can see both sides, but this battle here really, really shook up my entire life, and it was really hard to deal with.
Right.
It's triggering that actually.
Yeah.
I know you, in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah, I read it. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. No, so. These are really good.
All right, that ends our game.
Wow.
You guys get
that was
the book.
Fun. That was fun.
Get the book. I feel like we need to start kicking it.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, what are your top 3 / go-to pairs?
Okay. So I already said one.
Yes.
White on white Air Force One. Mm-hmm. Any Retro 3. Any Jordan 3.
Okay.
Go-to. My last would be. What would be go-to? I go so hard for Air Forces. It's tough to think about anything else.
There's no other shoe that you'd like. You get up. Okay, you can't wear the Air Forces today because it's raining.
Okay. I'd still wear them because I have a bunch. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Air Forces 3s. Fine, I'm going to say 1s. I love 1s because 1s are so loved right now and it's so overhyped, and I hate to wear hype. Like, I don't wear shoes like I'll wear. I mean, I have a store, so I might wear it like before it comes out if I take a pair. Or I like to wear them like a month. Sorry, even like a year or 2 weeks after.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay, I get it.
Exactly. So, anyways, but a retro one. But I try not to wear too many right now because it's so overhyped.
It's very hyped. I love
it.
Okay, so are there any past releases that? I mean, you own a store.
That's
so
why it's tough.
Past releases that you wish you took from your store.
I said this on another show the other day. I missed out on the LeBron corks, and I'm not even like a huge LeBron fan, but I just have the lifestyle 10s. So it was the denim. There was another one and the cork, and I don't have that. And that's the one shoe I'm like, I wish I would have taken a pair of those.
Yeah. Okay. And are there any upcoming releases that you plan on going for?
The UNC 6s look pretty fire. You know, these 8s coming out. I can't remember the name of them. They look pretty fire.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'd say those 6s are going to be pretty hot this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you tired of the UNC colorway?
No, I like it.
You like them?
I like
exactly.
it. It's a beautiful combo, so I can't complain.
Exactly.
All right, so you kicked it with Mo. You answered the kicking it questions.
All right.
Now it's time for our soul or troll.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Get it here.
Okay.
Now this is a box of questions.
Oh boy.
Now it can ask you a question about sneakers.
Okay.
Or it can ask you a question just about life, some trolling questions.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I have to choose between troll or...
No, I'm going to take it and then, or I'll let you take it out. I'll read it.
Okay.
And it's like a would you rather question.
Okay, fine.
Yeah?
Fine.
Right.
I just want to know, is this specific to me or is this the same questions that everybody gets?
Everyone gets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're fun questions. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Would you rather spend a year at war or a year in prison?
A year at war or a year in prison? A year in prison.
Okay. I mean,
because you could take that time to rehabilitate yourself. You could take that time to change things. You could take that time to, you know, think about things that you weren't able to think about when you were out in the normal world. Yeah, war is... people could die.
Yeah.
You know, someone's got to lose, you know?
That's true.
Exactly. And as I'm confident, I feel like I'm not going to lose, but I'll take the time to rehab myself. Thank you.
That's a good way to put a spin on it. Okay, let's try another one.
All right. I'm not looking. Boom.
Okay, would you rather live the life of a nun or an exotic dancer for a week?
Hello, an exotic dancer. You know, if it wasn't for my mom, I would freaking be an exotic dancer right now. Hello.
All right.
That's easy.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Now that's our solar troll. I don't know.
That's really fun, man.
For season 3, I don't know if you want to do a third one.
Yeah, well, let's go.
All right.
Let's go. All right. Oops. There you go.
Okay.
Congratulations on your 3rd season, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Appreciate
an accomplishment.
Okay. Would you rather drink sour milk or brush your teeth with soap?
Brush my teeth with soap? Sour milk, you get sick. Brush your teeth with soap is just going to be nasty for the time, and then you're done. Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
That was easy. That was easy. Okay. Well, before we wrap up, do you have anything coming up for yourself that you want to let the viewers know?
I'm really just focusing my time and energy right now on my books, going out there talking about mental health, talking about entrepreneurialism. So you can follow me on my Instagram at TRENTOUTLOUD or the store at Exclucity. And yeah, just keep up with me, man. I'm out here trying.
All right, and we would like to give you something from The Hustle Never Dies, a token of appreciation.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And before I hand it off,
yeah, you
got to take 3 shots for season 3.
Okay. 3 shots. Oh, 3 shots.
3 shots.
Okay, all right. So right behind your head?
Right behind me. Let's go.
Man, if I miss, I'm going to have to miss on camera? That's really bad.
You will. It'll be embarrassing.
All right, and I got to be sitting down. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, that's okay.
Airball. Here we go.
Okay, that's okay.
Wow. Okay.
Last one. Okay.
No, I refuse. Hold on.
Okay. It's hard. It's hard. Don't worry.
Look at it.
Oh! All right. Thank you so much. The Hustle Never Dies. Kicking it with Mo. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
We are.
Oh, this is very sick.
Yes. So you can rock that with your Air Force Ones.
I would wear this, but I don't want to mess up my hair right now. But this is very dope.
Yes.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see you in it.
Yes, I'll definitely rock that.
And with that being said, I guess I'll kick it with you another time.